The boys' golf season wraps up at Blackberry Oaks as Oswego hosts one of 4 Class 3A sectionals. Aman Shah from Metea Valley competing as an individual along with Kenton Esch and Salil Kanduja from Waubonsie Valley. Neuqua Valley and regional champ Naperville Central competing as full teams. To the 4th hole, a very challenging par 3 on a windy day, especially due to the water hazard in front of the green. Neuqua Valley's Calvin Steger taps in here for bogey. He and teammate Mason Densman both in the top 30 overall after shooting an 82 and 83 respectively. 8th hole and Hinsdale Central, another team with sectional title aspirations. Peter Sakos with a long putt that somehow doesn't fall in. He can't believe it, but his strong round of 77 helps the Red Devils to a second-place team finish. Still on 8 and Naperville Central's hero from last week, Brian Izzo, gets this lengthy par putt to fall. An 85 for Izzo is tied for best on the team. Same hole and Aman Shah makes this short putt to stay near the leaders. A +1 on the front 9 has the Mustang in the top 5. The individual regional champion Salil Kanduja playing with a lot of poise in the postseason. He drives the green on 8 and goes on to make par. The freshman ends up in the top 15 after a round of 78. Back to the 4th hole and Alec Cross from Neuqua with one of the best tee shots on the hole we'd see all day. You can see that wind gusting, but Cross gives himself a great chance about 20 feet from the hole. He goes on to make par, leading the Wildcats with a round of 76. The DVC champions end their season with a 4th place team finish and a score of 328. Andrew Mall in the sand on the 8th hole, a really nice bunker shot to set himself up for par. Mall with an 86 as Naperville Central ends its 2020 season with a team score of 344. Over to 18 and Kenton Esch did not have his best round on this day, shooting a 93, but the longtime varsity golfer did have a strong junior season overall. Also on 18, Jack Bush from Naperville Central with an outstanding fairway shot over the trees within 10 feet of the flagstick. The senior ends his Red Hawk career with an 85, tied with Brian Izzo for the team lead. Geneva is another team in the hunt for the team title. Carter Williams with a great chip just off the fringe on 18. He leads the Vikings with a 75 as Geneva finishes 2 back of Hinsdale Central for 3rd place. Tyler Shank from Downers Grove North was the co-leader at the turn, but he ends his day with a 75, which is tied for 4th place overall. The individual champion also comes from the overall team champion. John Wild of Glenbard West shows off his elite putting ability here on the 4th hole. He shoots a 73 and holds off teammates Grant Roshich and Caden Pierce as the Hilltoppers shoot a very impressive team score of 300. Aman Shah putting for a par and a 73 of his own on the 18th hole, but he leaves it just a bit short. Nonetheless, a 74 and a 3rd place finish, still a great way to end his season. No state meet this year, but all things considered, another successful season of high school boys golf.
I'm glad I placed well in regional. Again, I wish we could have had the team out here as, for sectionals, and then maybe next year, if there's state again, we can try to qualify for that. But yeah, I mean, it definitely feels good to be in the mix.
I feel like I didn't even play that bad, just my number was really, really high. For the way I played, it shouldn't have been that high. I just got super unlucky. Like, I didn't hit the ball that poorly. I feel like I put amazing. I just was like, the wind was a big factor. I just left a lot out on this course, and I did it last time too at the conference. I feel like I have so much potential here, just haven't like unleashed it yet.
My mindset going into the putt I felt it was pretty solid, but I think I just pulled it a little bit left when I made contact.
High school golf is some of the most fun I've had playing golf in a long time. The guys on the team have been like great to me. They've like all welcomed me in, and we had like a great time. Like the practices were always a ton of fun, and like even the tournaments, like get in there in the morning as like me, Ken, and Noel would always and Caden when he was playing. We all had like a great time, and it was just a lot of fun.